Hi. On this episode, we're going to spend some time exploring and going deep on St. Peter, on Barabbas, Jesus, and Easter. Hi, Donna Ottaviano-Britt here with another episode of Joyful Disciples. And this is coming to you in Holy Week. And I just wanted to spend a few minutes because I'm not really sure how many people are watching YouTube videos in Holy Week, but I wanted to just share some reflections with you and talk a little bit about Peter, Barabbas, and Jesus. And when we think of Peter on Holy Thursday at the Last Supper, and he is so passionate in his love of Jesus, and he tells Jesus, I will follow you. I will follow you to jail. I will follow you to death. Don't you just love Peter? He is so passionate in his feelings for Jesus that he knows he's just going to follow him and do all the things that Jesus is called to do. Yet he doesn't really realize, he hasn't realized yet what Jesus has been telling them so far. But you just love everything about him. And then when the cock crows, as Jesus told him, he has denied Jesus 3 times. And he weeps bitterly. How bad do we feel for Peter? And if you look at Peter, we can find ourselves in Peter. We know, because we're sinful, we know that we have denied Jesus too over our lifetimes. And then we go to Good Friday, and the crowd is calling for Barabbas versus Jesus. And Barabbas is a robber, he's a rebel, he's a murderer. Are we part of the crowd? We'd like to not think so. That calls for Barabbas to be freed versus Jesus. But again, these things show us in those moments that we find in Scripture our sinfulness, because we're human and we're broken and we're the children of Adam and Eve. Yet, Jesus dies for each and every one of us. And it is through his death and through his resurrection that we are saved. So if you think about, if you can find yourself in Peter, if you can find yourself in the crowd that calls for Barabbas versus Jesus, come Easter Sunday, we are redeemed and we are saved. Our sinfulness is washed away in the mercy of the blood and water of him who saves us. So we are going to find in the Easter season, because remember, Easter is not just a day, it's a season all the way to Pentecost. We will find the scripture passage, and it is my favorite, where Peter is trying to tell Jesus, leave me, Lord. I'm a sinful man. And Jesus says, Peter, do you love me? 3 times. Peter, do you love me? Peter, do you love me? Peter, do you love me? Jesus redeems Peter, and he gives him a chance to undo how he denied Jesus on Good Holy Thursday. So all of this is amazing. I know we may have read these scripture passages, been through Holy Week services, go to Easter. This is life-changing. And I pray for all of us that we will find transformation in this Holy Week. We have much richness to find in these few days and in the entire Easter season. We say Happy Easter all the way to Pentecost. God bless, and I pray for transformation for all of us.